Hello and welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with a Single Dad. I'm The Single Dad. I'm your host, Nate Mercer, and tonight we're going to teach you how to make some great sides to take with you to a 4th of July picnic for your friends and family. I'm going to teach you how to make my favorite deviled egg in the entire world. It is a curry cranberry deviled egg with green onions. It's a great spin on a classic. I'm going to also teach you how to make a watermelon feta salad with balsamic glaze, and my daughter is going to teach you how to make a wonderful dessert called a strawberry delight, which was my great grandmother's recipe. It's going to be a great episode, so let's get into it right now. First things first, you need to get your hard-boiled eggs going. So the perfect way to make hard-boiled eggs that I found is you want to take your cold eggs, put them in your pot of water, cover them up with water, and then bring them up to boil, add salt to the water. And the reason why you want to add salt to the water is going to make it easier to crack the shells and get them out in whole pieces. So set your timer for 7 minutes once the water comes up to boil. And then once the timer goes off, you're going to have them covered, cut the timer off and cut the water off. Let them sit for another 5 minutes. You'll have perfect hard-boiled eggs every single time. Okay guys, now we just have to cut the eggs directly in half. And we're gonna reserve those yolks. That's what we're gonna make the filling out of. Okay guys, I just finished cutting the eggs and removing the yolks and put the yolks into a bowl by themselves. So now, there's no real recipe as far as measurements that I have, but I'm gonna tell you all the ingredients. It's more about how many eggs you're trying to make. For how much of the amounts of the accoutrement that you're going to add into it. So anyways, first things first, we're going to add some mayonnaise. And for 6 yolks, I do almost as much volume of mayonnaise as there is yolk. So it'd be equal parts yolk to mayonnaise. And then the key ingredient to these eggs is some Madras curry powder. And we're gonna give a good sprinkling, coating the whole top in curry powder. Man, it smells awesome. I love curry. We're gonna give it a little sprinkle of some dry mustard. And then a little splash of some apple cider vinegar. You have to get the vinegar into your eggs because it gives it that bite that you're accustomed to whenever you're eating a deviled egg. So we're gonna go ahead and add some kosher salt and some black pepper, and we got some chopped green onions. They're gonna go right into this, and then I've got some cranberries that we're just gonna go ahead and give a rough chop, some dry cranberries. So we're gonna go ahead and chop these guys up. Lucy, we're filming a show. Okay, the dog is letting us know someone's in the driveway. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add those cranberries in and then give it a good stir. I mashed up the yolks with a fork. And we're just gonna go ahead and mix these on up. Man, they smell great. That curry and cranberry and the green onion all work really well together. And then you got that nice bite from the apple cider vinegar. All right, so once we've got it, you know what? I need to loosen up a little bit more. I'm gonna add a little bit more apple cider vinegar, and I'm gonna add a little bit more mayonnaise. And we'll give that a good stir now. Perfect. And you can see it's really smooth now, like you would think about if you're eating a deviled egg, the consistency. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill up our eggs.
recipe called Strawberry Delight that my great-great-grandmother had created, who gave it to her granddaughter, my great-aunt, who then gave it to me, which I will now give it to you. To kick this recipe off, we're going to start by cutting some strawberries to give it that strawberry taste. We're going to clean them, and then we're going to start cutting. You're going to cut the tops off, and then you're going to cut them vertically, and then that's how you do it. Okay, so now we're going to make some fresh strawberries with strawberry glaze that we got from the produce section in the grocery store. And it's going to be 2 cups of strawberries that we cut earlier. We're going to get all of this in here. And we're going to put all these strawberries. And we're going to stir it until it looks very mixed. All the strawberries are covered. And there we have it. Okay, so instead of using the store-bought Cool Whip, we are going to kick it old school and do it ourselves. We're going to take a pack of Dream Whip that you get right above the Jell-O and mix it with a half cup of milk. My great aunt told me that this recipe is super easy because everything's half. You got half a cup of milk, half a cup of sugar, half a thing of cream cheese, and you got half a pack of Dream Whip because it comes in 2 and you're only going to use 1. Okay, what's a better way to make old school Cool Whip than using an old school mixer? Instead of using the famous KitchenAid blender, we are going to use this beautiful hand mixer. Alright, so we're going to pour in this Dream Whip. Make sure you get all of it. Okay. Then you're going to put in half a cup of milk. And you're going to mix it until it leaves a trail of swirls. Alright, so you know what is done when you can see the swirls, called a stiff peak, and it sticks right up. So you're gonna turn this back on, and you're gonna put in your half cream cheese with your half sugar, blend it together, okay? While you are blending everything in the bowl, you're going to put just a tiny bit of vanilla so it gives that rich, creamy flavor. So after the chunks are very small and very hard to see, you don't have to blend it all because it'll be quite hard. You can scrape it and start putting it into the graham cracker pie crust. And this is a pie crust that's for 2 extra servings because it's just so big. So then you're going to spread it all over pretty evenly. You're then going to take your strawberry, try to keep it towards the middle. It's okay if it gets on the side. And there you have it. You got your strawberry pie, and you're now going to put it in the fridge for 1 hour at least. And you're going to serve it right up after it's done.
We're going to go ahead and drop the salad mix into this bowl. And then we're going to go ahead and dress it with some balsamic vinaigrette. Just however much you like to put on your salad. I've got enough here just to cover all the leaves. And then you get in there with your hand and just lightly kind of fold it around, kind of toss it around and get all the leaves covered with the dressing. And then I've got this pretty festive bowl here. It's an American flag, which is pretty cool and fitting for the 4th of July picnic. We'll go ahead and drop it right in there. You know, due to the size of the bowl, I'm probably gonna have to reserve some of this and put it in another one. But we'll just go ahead and get these greens spread out all the way to the end of the bowl. Maybe I can get it all in there. All right, so now, once we get that in there, I'm going to add the watermelon. And I actually chopped it into like little triangles so they still look like little wedges of watermelon. I thought it was a good idea. All right, just kind of pile up the watermelon right in the middle. And then we're gonna get out our feta cheese. Wow, look how that white really pops on that watermelon. And then we'll take some balsamic glaze. Just go over the top like that. You can find balsamic glaze in the grocery store in the aisle next to the vinegars. If you don't feel like buying it, you've got some balsamic vinegar at home, you can take 1 cup and boil it until it reduces down to about 3 tablespoons. I always add a little bit of sugar whenever I'm making my balsamic glaze too. So now I've got some fresh basil, and we're just gonna go ahead and do a chiffonade, which is a ribbon cut. Basil and balsamic and watermelon were made for each other. It is a fantastic combination. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and throw that right on the top of our salad. Wow, look at that. Doesn't that look great? And then you're gonna do some black pepper on top of the whole thing. And I'd like to go ahead and clear up something for everybody. There's always been a debate about should you salt your watermelon? And the answer to that is absolutely yes, 100%. Always salt your watermelon. And that's it. Look at this beautiful salad. It smells so fresh, and your guests, friends, and family are gonna absolutely love it. We'd like to thank everyone for joining in and watching our 4th of July episode. I'm so happy that I got to share, or Madison got to share, her great-great-grandmother's Strawberry Delight recipe. This was my Aunt Kathy's watermelon feta salad recipe, and this is one of my creations, the curry deviled eggs. Hopefully you'll be able to take these to your picnics for the 4th of July and impress your friends and family. Connor, where are we at right now? And Madison, what can they do for us, honey?
Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming back each week and for all the support, and continue to share our videos for us. And until next time,
we'll see you later.
We'll see you later.
Boom!
Boom!
Boom.